good afternoon, good morning, regardless of where you are. It's always a great time to study the gospel, enlightened by Spiritism. Today, we're going to review chapter 98 of the book Our Daily Bread. Before we begin, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank Kardec Radio for opening up their platforms to conversations just like this one. Before we begin, let's say our initial prayer. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for all the great things that you provide to us. Thank you for our lives here on earth, our reincarnation, which is so sacred and is so important for our development. May we make the best use of the time that is given to us on earth. We understand we have several existences that allow us to grow, so let's make sure that each one of them counts. Let's make sure that we make the best of the moments that we spend here on earth or in other planets. May your peace be with us, give us strength so that we can carry on our different missions and obligations, and never let us feel hopeless because we are immortal souls and our true life is in the spiritual world and we're eternal spirits. So be it. So again, today we're going to go over, actually, I stand corrected, chapter 99 of the book Our Daily Bread, and it is titled With Ardent Love. And it's based on the passage here, Peter 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8, and it reads like this. Above all, love each other deeply. So above all, meaning it's fundamental, it is important. It is your prime objective to love one another deeply. I mean, love one another, being sincere with that, with feeling. And Kardec explains, I'm sorry, Emmanuel explains to us that it is not enough to proclaim virtue in favor of the establishment of the kingdom, of the divine kingdom among mankind. So it's not enough for us to verbalize our virtues, to verbalize our intents. So that's not sufficient. And Emmanuel continues explaining that problem extensively debated, solution much delayed. So what he's trying to tell us, hey, yeah, I can talk all that I want about development, about my evolution, about the good deeds, but I have to do it. I have to be, instead of just be talking about the solution, I have to implement. He continues indicating that let us individually listen to the apostolic warning and swell with ardent charity one for all. So again, there's the recommendation here, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8, that tells us to above all love each other deeply, love each other with sentiment. Emmanuel continues indicating that to speak well, to teach with certainty, and to believe sincerely are the primary phases of the service. It is crucial to work, to create, and to feel with Christ. So, of course, yeah, you got to speak well. You have to have words that are edifying, words that are constructive. And we have to teach with certainty. So it is not just enough for us to be explaining what our beliefs are. Our beliefs have to be, we need to understand, not only have our beliefs here in our minds, but especially in our hearts. So we have to not only believe in our values, but actually to know that our values are true and to have sincerity in what we do. And those are the phases. But also, he indicates here that it's crucial to work. It is crucial. Of course, I can speak, I can teach, and I can believe with sincerity. But the most important thing is for me to put those things to action. So that's how I can create and feel with Christ. So that's when I can actually be part of God's masterpiece of the universe. So I can be a collaborator with Christ. I can be a collaborator with God. Fraternity, simply suggested to others, builds brilliant facades that experience can consume in 1 minute. So again, I can talk, I can have beautiful words and have some interesting conversations, but I have to be asking myself, am I being sincere? Or is that just a facade? Or is that really how what I feel, what I believe in, and the way I operate? It is imperative to achieve the substance, the essence, And again, I can talk a lot and I can have this appearance of fraternity. I have this appearance of being a charitable person. And in the Gospel according to Spiritism, Kardec tells us that, hey, it is possible for you to have this facade, for you to have this visage of being a good person. But where is the substance? What is it that, where's the essence? What is my essence? Is my essence in line with what I preach, with what I talk about, and with what I demonstrate to others? Emmanuel continues, let us be understanding with those who are ignorant, vigilant in relation to those who have gone astray in evil and in the shadows, patient toward those who are ill, serene toward the irritated, and above all, let us manifest goodwill toward all those who the Master entrusted to us for the daily teaching. So I like this. This paragraph is very important and very impactful because, first of all, whenever we're dealing with someone who we, in our perception, is ignorant, someone who knows less than we do, and again, nobody knows everything. But again, let's assume that there is this particular individual that I, based on my conceptions, is lacking knowledge, or has has an attitude, or has some beliefs that I see that I believe there are that don't make sense, that they're not founded in information, in facts. So I mean, I have to be understanding with that person. I should not be fighting that person. I should not also be trying to to put that individual down or to be critical of that individual. It's important for me to be understanding with that person. Vigilant in relation to those who have gone astray in evil and in the shadows. So now that's the second part because okay, so now I have to be understanding those that are ignorant or that I perceive as being ignorant, but also I still have to be vigilant in relation to those people who are making bad choices. So again, I should be paying attention to those people as well. But the most important thing is that all of us go astray all the time. All of us make mistakes all the time. So I need to be patient with others because I want others to be patient with me in my shortcomings as well. Of course, patient towards those who are ill. And the definition of illness is a lot broader than what we might imagine, because I might, of course, be physically ill, somebody might be mentally ill, somebody might be emotionally ill. There's so many ways. Even somebody can be, by society standards, might be ill as well, somebody who is not able to relate to others. So be patient with those people. Again, those people are in no condition to function properly or function in its full his or her full capacity. So be patient with those people. Serene toward the irritated. So again, if somebody is irritated, somebody loses his or her temper. It's not up to me also to be in the same wavelength. I gotta actually not allow that situation, not allow that individual to influence my behavior. On the contrary, it is up to me. Nobody is responsible. Each individual is responsible for his or her behavior. So again, why should I allow myself to be irritated by the way others behave when it is up to me to be in charge of my attitude? And above all, let us manifest goodwill toward all those who the Master entrusted to us for the daily teaching. So there are always those individuals, there's always those people who are in our, who God puts in our paths. And those are our teachers. Those people who, in this case, who display ignorance, who have gone astray, who are ill and irritable, so and etc. etc. Those are people who are there to teach us. All of us, we're always teaching one another, and there's always something we can learn from one another. So if those people have been placed in our paths, there's a reason for that. So again, let's show goodwill. There's no reason if someone is making our life, if someone in our relationship is a difficult person, or at least we see as a difficult person, there's no justification for me to have a bad attitude, to mistreat that person. Show goodwill. Still do what's right. And again, I like this paragraph because it is so impactful, it's so important because it reminds us that I am not responsible for others. I'm not responsible for the situation of others. I am responsible for my own attitude. I cannot, or usually I cannot control how other people act, how other people behave, or even how other people react or are in their particular situation. In case here, if they're ill, most of the times I cannot control them, but I control myself. I can control how I interact with those individuals. Emmanuel continues. Prompt reasoning, being all prepared to act with agility on earth, can constitute a valuable patrimony. On the other hand, if the heart is lacking in feeling for the problems, in conducting and resolving them for the common good, it will be susceptible of being easily converted into a calculator. So it is important for us. Our here life on Earth is challenging, and yeah, we're supposed to act. We're supposed to take action. We're supposed to act in accordance to the circumstances. So that is imperative. It is part of our spiritual evolution as we evolve both morally and intellectually. Different situations are presented to us, and based on those situations, how we overcome those situations or how I handle that, but we handle those situations. And my attitude and how I reason during those circumstances. Those are very important things for my growth. So again, it's important for me to be prepared. However, whenever I act, I should be acting with the heart. I should be using the mind, which is a very important instrument for my spiritual development, but I also should be using the heart. I should be using the feeling as well. My morality. That's basically what it boils down to. So that based on my actions or reactions, I can be making the best choices again, both from a moral standpoint and intellectual standpoint as well. Let's not be detained in theoretical compassion. Let us seek fraternal love, spontaneous, ardent, and pure. So again, let's not be held up in theory. Let us do fraternity. That's that. But this fraternity that is spontaneous, that is pure, ardent, that is sincere. And Emmanuel finalizes here indicating that heavenly charity not only scatters benefits, it also radiates the divine light. So I like this final statement here. Heavenly charity not only scatters benefits, it also radiates the divine light. So this kind of summarizes everything that we see here in this particular chapter, because again, I can do good things for others, but in the process of doing of helping my brothers and sisters, it's important that it comes, of course, I have this intellectual, having this very pragmatic approach to it, which is important again for my development, but also have it with the heart, have it with feeling as well, doing what's right because I feel in my heart. That is the way that I am approaching that situation. Not doing, not helping others on a mechanical manner, but most importantly, having a heart, just radiating good emotions uh, as I extend my hand to assist my brothers and sisters. That's our conversation for today. I hope you like it. And as always, if you like this conversation, this presentation, and others that here on Kodak Radio, make sure that you click the little like button. And also, don't forget, if you have not done so, don't forget to either subscribe or follow, depending on the social media that you watching this, so that you will get notified of future conversations just like this one. At this time, it's time for us to say our final prayer and thank the Lord for all of those who come our way. Let's thank the Lord for all of those that the universe places in our paths so that we can benefit them, so we can do what is good for them. We are so imperfect, so is everybody else. Therefore, we have to be patient. We have to have mercy with one another, understanding, and also keep serenity because we're all learning. And the more we help one another, the more we support each other in the moments of joy and the moments of difficulty. Those are all opportunities. The more opportunities we're going to have to do what's right and to become better versions of ourselves and also helping others grow as well. May God's love be with us. So be it. Thank you.